Yes, Secretary Aguirre is saying that Ronnie Dayan, the alleged driver and bagman of Senator Laila de Lima, has been captured. There is a standing warrant of arrest for Dayan, the man you see on your screen now, for failing to submit himself and not showing up during the House hearing on the alleged proliferation of drugs at the new Bilibid prison. It was, I believe, in the month of October when members of the Philippine National Police swooped down and did searches on a few houses believed to be owned by Ronnie Dayan. They failed to find Ronnie Dayan then, and we were able to have an interview with Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre yesterday, and he did tell CNN Philippines that Ronnie Dayan will be captured this month of November. Let's go to George Cahiles. He joins us on the line. George, go ahead.
Pinky, we just got an information from Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre saying that Ronnie Dayan was already arrested around 11:30 in the morning at Sitio Turod, Barangay San Felipe, San Juan, La Union. And the arresting team is composed of the CIDG in La Union, the Provincial Police Office of La Union, the Provincial Police Office of Pangasinan, and the Bacnotan Police Station. Now, according to the information, Ronnie Dayan was brought to La Union Provincial Police Office for proper disposition. So far, Pinky, that's all the information that we've got, and we tried to contact the La Union Police, and they told us that the PNP chief will speak on the matter. But it is unclear now if what is happening there at the La Union Provincial Police Office. So we'll get more information on that, Pinky.
Understandably, George, because this happened at 11:30, so that's just about an hour and 45 minutes since the arrest of Ronnie Dayan. It's been months. They've been looking for Ronnie Dayan for quite a while right now. And George, I'm telling our viewers that yesterday, Secretary Vit Aguirre was here on CNN Philippines, and he said he was confident that Ronnie Dayan will be captured this month. Let's go back to just a couple of days ago, George. There were supposed to be, remember, these reports that Ronnie Dayan was supposedly captured, and we were frantically trying to get some confirmation from members of the AFP and members of the police, and that turned out negative, and it finally happened today that he's been arrested and captured.
That's right, Pinky. Actually, even PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa yesterday said that the information about the capture of Ronnie Dayan over the weekend was a hoax. And he told us yesterday during the press briefing that no, there's no information that they've got. He asked the regional director of Region 1 as well as the Pangasinan Police Office that no, there's no confirmation about that information. But so far, as of now, Pinky, that's what Secretary Aguirre is telling us now, that he was already captured.
Yes,
Pinky.
Confirmation coming from Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre. George, thank you so much. We'll get back to you a little later on. Let's speak to Congressman Ray Umali. He joined us on the line, of course. Congressman Ray Umali is the chairman of the House Justice Committee who, initiated and took over this hearing on the proliferation of drugs at the new Bilibid prison. Congressman Umali, good afternoon to you.
Hi, good afternoon, Pinky. Good afternoon to all our televiewers.
We understand, of course, Congressman, that the hearing on the proliferation of drugs at the new Bilibid prison has ended. And at that point, sir, you never had, obviously, a Ronnie Dayan. Indeed, if he is arrested, confirmed by Secretary Aguirre, what are your plans?
First of all, I'm so grateful and so happy that our law enforcement agencies had finally caught up on Ronnie Dayan. So as we ended our committee hearing, we said that we may reopen when he is arrested, or some of our other committees may continue hearing this. So at this point in time, I guess there are very important matters that can be revealed out of any testimony of Ronnie Dayan, so that subject to clearance from Rules Committee and from the Speaker, now that he is arrested, and
Okay.
I am looking at a conduct of continuing hearings on the matter.
Okay, Congressman, we're still trying to get more information on this supposed capture or arrest of Ronnie Dayan from. It's getting a little bit, well, we're getting some news right now that apparently Secretary Vitt Aguirre is retracting his earlier statement, sir,
What about?
that Ronnie Dayan has been arrested or captured.
Uh-huh.
Were you able to speak to Secretary Aguirre too, Congressman? Any
Not
word
yet.
from him yet? Okay.
I am in a media forum, and I just got word from many of those who are seeking an interview with me. I told them I am gonna validate this information confirmed from PNP, but I think I've been getting a lot of calls. Can I get back to you on this?
Yes, we'll appreciate that, Congressman.
Okay.
Please let us know, and we'll continue to call you as well.
All right.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right.
Let's go first to Anjo Limario. He's on the line right now. Anjo.
Yes, Pinky, with the latest information that we got from Justice Secretary Aguirre is that he said, quote, I cannot yet confirm the arrest. It's around 12:45 this afternoon. And you know what, Pinky, it's weird that I texted him just 10 minutes ago, and I directly asked for him, check na arrest na ba si Dayan? And he just replied to me a single word confirming it. He said yes. And now, 10 minutes later, he said that he cannot yet confirm the arrest of Ronnie Dayan, Pinky.
Anjo, understandably, understand the position that, well, right now, first, the Secretary said yes. Let's clarify that. First, he says yes to you, and then upon another sending of another text, he says that, what did he say? What were his exact words? He can't confirm at the moment? Was that what he said after?
Yes, Pinky, because I directly asked to him if Dayan was already arrested, and he said yes. Then I asked for, sir, can we get more details or statement on that arrest? Then he replied a few minutes after, and he said, I cannot confirm, or I cannot yet confirm the arrest. That's his exact words, Pinky.
Okay.
That's what he replied to me.
All right. You know, Anjo, I was telling George a while ago, we were speaking, he was giving us also a report that the Secretary of Justice had confirmed the arrest of Ronnie Dayan. You know, we were going back to, I believe that was a Saturday night when there was, you know, a text coming out one after the other that this Ronnie Dayan was supposedly arrested, and we were frantically trying to get confirmation from officials, and we weren't really getting much information. This is just a reminder of what happened to us about 2 days ago, Saturday night, I believe that was. Anjo?
Yes, Pinky, that's right, Pinky. Up to now, again, we're still trying to confirm it to Aguirre if what his final stand or word on this is was really confirmed or not, if Dayan was really arrested. I understand that he's not here, Pinky, at the DOJ right now. He told me that he didn't go to work today, or he didn't actually go to the DOJ office today. So we're still waiting for official confirmation or statement from him clarifying this matter, Pinky.
Okay, official confirmation again. Let's say that, Anjo, an official confirmation again from Secretary Vitt Aguirre, because he confirmed that to you a while ago. And then the next text was he couldn't really confirm it yet. First, he said yes to your has he been captured question. And then the second was when you asked, can we get more details? He answered you with I can't confirm that yet.
That's right, Pinky.
All right, Anjo. Well, let's quickly possibly talk about, you know, what led to this arrest of Ronnie Dayan. I was telling our viewers, just for background, that Ronnie Dayan was issued an arrest warrant because of his snubbing or his failure to show up during the House hearing that was conducted by, well, the lead committee there was a House Justice Committee. You know, there were inmates who showed up. a few or two members or former members of the NBI also showed up, and it was really just Ronnie Dayan who failed to appear during that hearing, hence his arrest warrant. Correct, Anjo?
Thank you.
All right, I don't think we have Anjo Alimario on the line. We'll get back to Anjo a little later on. All right, again, we're trying to get confirmation from DOJ Secretary Vit Aguirre if Ronnie Dayan really has been arrested. According to our correspondent, Anjo Alimario, he sent a text to Secretary Vit Aguirre asking if Ronnie Dayan has been arrested, and the answer of Secretary Aguirre was yes. And when Anjo asked for more details regarding this, Secretary Aguirre said, "I can't yet confirm." We'll be taking a short break. We'll be right back.
De La Rosa will have a presentation of about the arrest of Ronnie Dayan. So as of now, Pinky, let me clarify that it is unclear if the PNP chief will present Dayan personally to the media or if he will just give information about the arrest of Ronnie Dayan earlier. Pinky.
All right, thanks for clarifying that, George. All we know is that at 4 p.m., magsasalita si PNP Chief De La Rosa. We're not sure if Dayan will be there or if he's going to present Ronnie Dayan, but for sure, we are going to await for that press briefing coming from the chief of the PNP, Bato De La Rosa.
That's right, Pinky. But so far now, the PIO of the PNP has yet to give us further details on what's going to happen this afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, we'll get more information from you, George, a little later on. When you have more updates there, please let us know. We'll get you back on the line. Again, George Gahiles, thank you so much for that report. Again, a press briefing from PNP Chief Bato De La Rosa at 4 p.m. We are going to await that and bring that to you live. Our other correspondent also joins us. He's getting more information too on this. Anjo Alimario, he's still on the line. Anjo.
Just speaking at 1:01 in the afternoon, we got that official confirmation from Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre that indeed Ronnie Dayan was arrested in La Union. And now we got this very short message from Yusek Balmes on the statement of Justice Secretary Aguirre on the capture of Dayan. And he said, quote, "His capture will tie up the loose ends and supply the missing links in the cases before the DOJ. It is also a good for Mr. Dayan."
Anjo? We'll get back to Anjo a little later on. We have a bad signal with Anjo. He was saying that the Secretary of Justice, Vit Aguirre, was saying that his capture apparently could tie up some loose ends and supply the missing links in the cases before the Department of Justice. All right, Anjo, you're back on the line.
I think, yes. Let me read to you the statement of Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre on the capture of Dayan. It's a short statement. And he said, quote, "His capture will tie up the loose ends and supply the missing links in the cases before the DOJ. It is also a chance for Mr. Dayan to clear his name. So encourage him to tell the whole truth of what he knows." That's the short statement, Pinky, of Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre. We know so far that, of course, De Lima and Dayan and other respondents are facing 4 consolidated complaints here at the Justice Department. Some of them are drug complaints, Pinky.
4 cases that have been consolidated, that is correct, Anjo. And subpoenas have actually been issued yesterday for Senator Laila De Lima and some of the respondents, rather, in those 4 cases.
That's right, Pinky. And we just got word today that the rest of the respondents have also been subpoenaed for the December 2 preliminary investigation of their cases, but we don't expect them to appear personally. Of course, that's for the lawyers to get the copy of the complaint. Then they will set another time or setting for the actual filing of their counter affidavits, Pinky.
You know, Anjo, we were speaking to Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez just a couple of minutes ago, and he was saying that we should remember that that arrest warrant was issued by the Speaker himself because of the no-show, the snubbing of Ronnie Dayan during the hearing at the House of Representatives, which was, the Committee on Justice and Human Rights spearheaded that particular hearing. So Speaker Alvarez is saying that he must be shown, presented also to the speaker, again saying that he was the one that issued the arrest warrant.
That's right, Pinky. And here at the DOJ, we will be also anticipating if they will present also Ronnie Dayan. Of course, he's one of the respondents here in the 4 complaints before the Justice Department. So he really has to show up here in Pinky and to answer his charges against him.
Yeah, it seems that, there are a number of places that Ronnie Dayan will have to go. He'll have to go to the House of Representatives. He may have to go to the DOJ. And possibly also the PNP, because the next question really, Anjo, is who's going to take custody of Ronnie Dayan? That's something that we need to find out eventually, at least once he is presented or once we see him on television or once he's presented by the police. All right, Anjo, thank you so much also for that report. Again, we are expecting a press briefing at 4 p.m. from Camp Crame. The PNP chief will be spearheading that media briefing. Again, Ronnie Dayan captured today at about 11:30 in San Felipe in La Union. This was confirmed by DOJ Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre. CNN Philippines was able to speak to Speaker Alvarez, and he's saying that they issued the arrest warrant against Ronnie Dayan. He must be presented to the House of Representatives too, although he did say that he need not be presented immediately or right off the bat to the Speaker of the House. He may be brought first to the PNP, but at some point, Speaker Alvarez was saying that the House Justice Committee should be able to convene and have Ronnie Dayan testify before the House Justice Committee. Also yesterday, Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre said they were confident Ronnie Dayan will be arrested this month.
We're told that he is being protected by a big-time politician
From the north.
from the north.
And you
At palipat-lipat siya ng pinagtataguan.
yeah, but you have the resources of government to find
Yes,
him.
I know we are going to get him.
Are you confident you will capture him
Yes, very, very confident.
within the month?
Within the month, perhaps. Baka makatulong pa rin yung 1 million reward.
That 1 million reward Secretary Vit Aguirre is talking about was the bounty given by the Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption, or the VACC, on information that would lead to the capture of Ronnie Dayan. Also, the latest news on him was the Senator Laila de Lima admitting to having, a relationship with Ronnie Dayan. And upon prodding by media, especially, the Senate media, our Cecil Lardizabal, the senator was saying that, she was not really very comfortable talking about her personal life. So if you go back to Secretary Vit Aguirre, he's saying that this actually cements all the allegations against Senator Laila de Lima by her admitting that she had a relationship with Ronnie Dayan. We will be going on a break. We'll be right back.
Whistleblower Sandra Cam revealed that a senator has received almost 6 million pesos in drug money in 2015 from suspected drug lord Kerwin Espinosa. Cam said Espinosa will divulge the name of the said senator during the Senate hearing set on Wednesday. Ria Fernandez reports.
One senator has allegedly received drug money from Kerwin Espinosa. This is according to whistleblower Sandra Cam. It will be remembered that it was Cam's camp who was able to determine the location of Espinosa in Abu Dhabi, leading to his arrest and return to the country. In an ambush interview at the Senate, Cam said that Espinosa revealed to her that he delivered drug money to a senator. Cam refused to name the lawmaker for now, but based on Espinosa's revelation to her, the Solon received almost 6 million pesos from October to December 2015, which was presumably used to fund campaign.
One senator there, nag-deliver siya ng 3 beses. So, wag na tayong magpa-tiklop dito. Sana itong Senado ma-regain ang respeto ng ating sambayan ng Pilipino. Kailangan baguhin po.
Sana deliveran din.
Lahat po yan na-deliveran. Opo.
Si Kerwin nag-deliver ng 3 sa isang senator?
Sa isang senator, si Kerwin mismo. Siya mismo personally. Ang nasabi sa akin, isang 1.7, isang 2 million, at another 2 million, so it's 5.7. Sa isang senador.
Cam said Espinosa will name the senator when he attended in a continuation of Senate's inquiry on his father's death, Albuera Leyte Mayor Rolando Espinosa Sr. Aside from this, she said that Espinosa will also link some representatives, mayors, governors, cops, generals, and even a prosecutor to drugs. Meanwhile, Cam said they already have lead on the whereabouts of Ronnie Dayan, the former bodyguard driver and lover of Senator Laila de Lima, who was accused as her bagman. For PTV News, Ria Fernandez.
The Department of Justice issued subpoenas to Senator Laila de Lima and other personalities facing drug complaints before the agency in connection with the proliferation of illegal drugs inside the New Bilibid prison. The subpoenas directed de Lima and other respondents to attend the preliminary investigation set for December 2 on the 4 complaints being handled by a 5-man panel of prosecutors. These complaints were filed by high-profile inmate J.B. Sebastian, NBI, Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption, and former NBI Deputy Directors Ruel La Sala and Reynold Esmeralda. Sebastian is a co-respondent in the complaints filed by VACC and former NBI officials. Other personalities named in the various complaints are former Bureau of Corrections Chief Franklin Jesus Bucayo, former Bucor officer in charge Rafael Ragos, de Lima's former security aides Ronnie Dayan and Jonel Sanchez, and several inmates like Herbert Colango, Peter Co, and Jojo Baligad.
Left at the time we have begun our press con to serve the subpoena on Secretary de Lima, on Senator de Lima, and the 2 staff niya.
Inquiry into the killing of Mayor Espinosa. So I was present and I participated during the first hearing, and I will be present again on tomorrow's hearing. Now, alam ko ang susunod yung tanong, magtatanong din ba ako kay Kerwin Espinosa? Sa ngayon, wala po akong balang magtanong sa kanya. Makikinig po ako sa kanya and titignan ko. Kasi what did I tell you? Kasi alam nyo, no-brainer talaga yan. Na tinatanong ako, di ba, bakit na alam mo na idadawit ka ni Kerwin Espinosa? No-brainer yan, huwag na po tayong maglukuhan. Talaga naman na expected na yan, na ituturo na naman ako, katulad ng mga naging witness sa House Inquiry, tsaka pinalagay nga ako doon sa supposed affidavit ng kanyang ama, si Mayor Espinosa. So, lahat ng ito, kasama yan dyan sa grand plan nila, na lahat na lang tungkol sa droga ay ikakabit nila kay Senator Laila de Lima. Kasi ang tawag po sa akin ng ating Pangulo ay ako na daw po ang leading narco politician dito sa bansang ito, dahil ako nga daw po ang dahilan kung bakit narco state na daw po ang Pilipinas. Although hindi ko po alam kung alam niya pinagsasabi niya na narco state na ang Pilipinas. Hindi ko alam kung naiintindihan po ng ating Pangulo kung anong ibig sabihin ng isang narco state. So pinapanindigan na lang po nila yan dahil yan po ang gusto ng Pangulo. Lahat tungkol sa droga dito sa Pilipinas ay ikakabit, dadawit si Senator Laila de Lima. So ano pa na ba naman yan na ayan, nandyan na si Kerwin Espinosa. And tingnan nyo, pinatay na yung tatay. Pinatay na rin yung mga iba pa na mga identified with him. Diba? May mga 2 or 3 more personalities. Inquiry. Lahat po ito ay malaking kasinungalingan.
Pero, ma'am, meron po ba kayo
Hindi po totoo yan. Wala pong nakikipag-meet dyan kay Espinosa dahil unang-una, hindi ko nga po kilala yan. So bakit ako mag-uutos ng kung sino man na i-meet siya, kausapin siya para humingi ng pera na in the first place, hindi ko nga kilala.
Kung they're using the photo po with you,
Pero Senator, hindi pa daw kung hindi pa po kayo nagkita at hindi kayo magtatanong, bakit paano niyo po siya kukomprontahin? Ma'am, paano niyo po siya kukomprontahin kung hindi kayo magtatanong bukas, ma'am?
No contact whatsoever.
Makuha na nila Sandra Cam si Dayan this week.
Bahala sila. Talaga namang ginagawa nila ang lahat eh.
Ma'am, tungkol po dun sa subpoena kahapon ng DOJ, ano po ma'am reaction ninyo? Na-receive niyo na po ba, ma'am?
Yeah, it's just a subpoena to obtain the copies of the complaint and supporting evidence, and either ako mismo o representative ko ang kumuha. But kung ano ang magiging course of action po sa panig ko, meron pong I'm just leaving it to my legal team.
Ma'am, attend ba kayo sa preliminary hearing sa December 2?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
In the first place, it will be unparliamentary on their part to be insulting or offending a fellow member of the Senate, and magtanong sila, syempre karapatan nila yan magtanong. Pwede nilang they can even dig deeper into yung magiging istorya na yan ni Kerwin Espinosa tungkol sa kung ano man ang sasabihin niya tungkol sa akin. Pero nasabi ko na po sa inyo ngayon, hindi ko po siya kilala. Kung never ko po siyang matandaan na na-meet ko na siya o kung sino man sa pamilya niya. Wala po akong kilala sa Espinosa family, including yung yumaon na niyang ama. So, invento po na naman yan kung ganyan nga po ang ikalalabasan na sasabihin ay tumanggap ako this and that amount, this and that occasion, etc.
Sabi po kasi ni Senator Pacquiao, sinabi sa kanya ni Kerwin last Friday, he gave you 8 million pesos daw po in tranches. Once sa Baguio City, Ronnie Dayan was his contact.
Oh my goodness gracious. So, dinilink na naman nila kay Dayan. Dati, tingnan nyo siguro yung naging supposedly affidavit ni Mayor Espinosa. Hindi ko pa nabasa yon. But did they ever mention Ronnie Dayan before? Ngayon na lang nila kinakabit na naman. Kasi dapat po nag-iisip tayo. Yung mga ganyan na mga moves nila. Ang ano na naman yan, paghihiyain ako. I'm telling you, I have not received a single centavo from Kerwin Espinosa, whether directly or indirectly, in any instance, in the same manner that I have not received a single centavo from those so-called drug lords na mga nag-testify, yung mga drug convicts na nag-testify sa House Inquiry. Lahat po ito ay malaking kasinungalingan.
Pero, ma'am, meron po si Ronnie Dayan?
Hindi po totoo yan. Wala pong nakikipag-meet dyan kay Espinosa dahil unang-una, hindi suspicious circumstances din, including his ex-wife or ex-partner. So, pinapatay na sila lahat. So, walang choice si Kerwin Espinosa. Katulad din ni J.B. Sebastian na kailangan muna nilang takutin sa pamamagitan ng riot na yon, alleged riot na yon, sa Bilibid bago siya nakumbinsi na mag-testify at magsinungaling din tungkol sa akin. So ganyan na naman si Kerwin Espinosa.
How are you preparing to hear from his lawyer? How are you preparing?
As I said, I will just psych myself. You know, my staff and my friends are actually asking me that last night. And then even some of my staff are dissuading me from attending. Ma'am, bakit po kayo mag-a-attend? Kasi alam naman natin, ituturo kayo, pahihiyain kayo. So baka na naman, no, because they know me to be a transparent person, na sometimes it's very difficult for me to hide my facial expression. Kapag nakakarinig ako ng mga nakakabuisit na mga pananalita. But because hindi naman pwede na just because expected na mag-attend si Kerwin bukas at mag-testify at ituturo nga daw po ako, ay hindi po ako magpapakita. Dahil ang ginagawa ko po ngayon ay ginagawa ko po ang trabaho ko since I'm part of the committee, I should be involved there. And ayaw ko pong bigyan sila ng impression na naman na medyo nagsusurrender.
What are your expectations from your colleagues, knowing that some of them are active?
Well, I just hope that my colleagues in the committee, especially during tomorrow's hearing, that they would conduct themselves in a professional manner. Na sana naman wag na nilang dagdagan yung kalbaryo ko na baka naman may iba dyan na mag-iisip na pagka